Conference championship games are abound in this episode as we have made it once again to the SEC championship. So our team, the Longhorns, has arrived in LA to take on, not LA, but Atlanta to take on the LSU Tigers. Our first time playing them in this series. You know, and the last time we did play the Tigers, it was in Austin, and that came down to Colin Johnson being out of bounds, having a foot out of bounds when he recovered a onside kick against the Joe Burrow-led Bayou Bengals. So, it is what it is. This is a new age, new team, new era of SEC football. We are here to stay. In our second straight conference championship game, we're going to make a statement this time. So welcome back to the channel for those of y'all returning, and welcome if you are new here to Champ and Sons and all of our college football content. Now, before we jump into this game, let's take a look at LSU. Garrett Nussmeier is going to be their heralded leader, throwing about 4,000 yards, just shy under, having 29 touchdowns for 6 interceptions. So, about a 5-to-1 ratio, give or take, just slightly off for touchdown to interception. So they do a lot of good through the air, right? They really do. But they also their ground game surprisingly kind of struggled. And if you look, Durham had 433 yards. Caden Perry came up with almost just 200 yards. And so, I mean, between their top two running backs, you're talking about 700 yards. I mean, really, it's a little over 600, actually. A little over 600 rushing yards in total. So their ground game isn't going to be the greatest. So our defense is going to have to watch their passing game. I think that's where we're going to see the most damage done. However, if you do look at Durham, he does have 9 touchdowns on the season. So I think it's kind of they air the ball out till they get to the goal line, and then they'll hand it to him. For their receivers, Barry and Brown comes up with 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns. So, yeah, we're going to have to keep a watch on that. The defense is going to have to keep on their toes in the passing game. But I think we've got a defensive line and everybody that can add pressure to it. So, you know, that's going to be interesting to see how essentially the AI handles that, because we are the offensive coordinator. It's going to be tough on our guys, but I think they'll be able to do it. Now, what is our offense going to face? Our offense is going to face a team that's pretty consistent in sacks, so not like hefty. Patrick Payton does lead them with 6 sacks. Weeks comes from the linebacker spot at 5 sacks. And then there's a lot of 4.5, 3.5, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0.5. So they're very consistent. They get a lot of pressure from different areas, right? It's just not where one of them just showed out throughout the season, but it's one where, yeah, you focus on the edge, so take a focus on Peyton. Well, now Weeks or McKinley's going to come in and swoop in and get that. So we got to be careful of that with our offensive line. Turnover-wise, I think we should be semi-safe through the air. We have gotten a little bit more risky as the season has gone by, resulting in some more interceptions. But they have Delane and Stamps leading the way with 3 interceptions each, so not the greatest pass defense in the world. But overall, I think it's something that we still got to watch out for. Like, we just can't be as risky as we have been with our passing game. Can't be as risky as we were at the end of the season, right? So let's go ahead and jump on into this game here, as we are going to be on our opening possession of the first quarter at our own 38-yard line, dropping off the screen pass to Wisner. He gets some open space, and he has a cut to the right, and he's brought down at the 42-yard line on the plus side of the field. What a play by Wisner. Great individual effort there. I mean, the blocking was pretty decent on that screenplay, but, man, it was that little shiftiness, the little shifty maneuvers that he pulled off to get into that open space and really helped him get that extra yardage on down the field. So now 1st and 10 at the about 42-yard line. Manning is going to have the snap. Fires it to the right side looking for Washington, who breaks the tackle. And, man, Washington has really come along. You know, Jack Indries has been our primary, but you want to talk about the future of a tight end spot. You know, tight end U essentially is what the Horns are becoming. Indries as number 1. Washington really stepping up in a big way as a number 2 tight end. And then guys like Wisner just taking over. The running back really accepting that role. He had around 1,200 or 1,100 yards rushing and 17 touchdowns on this season. Our offense has been pretty damn potent, to say the least. And after that first down by Wisner, we're going to send Wingo in motion there. He's got this. It's going to be an RPO to Wingo on the side, and he is brought down. Whoo, man, he's fast enough. If we can get that extra half step before they get to us, I think he's going to break that one out in the open, and he's going to take it on into the house. So 2nd and 8 now. Wingo ride white by himself from the shotgun. Wisner in the backfield. Tigers bring a late blitz, and he throws it deep to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown by Moore. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He threw that one up right at the back corner of the end zone. And Moore, who's got speed, who's got a pretty good jump off the line as well, got that extra step on the defender. And, man, what a concentration catch right at the back edge. Tiptoeing his way into the back of the end zone for the catch and the lead of 7-0. Now, our defense is handling their business, right? So we got to repay them and handle our business. So on that blitz, Wisner just shoved the linebacker to the ground. Coming out of the backfield. Oh, man, Wisner just grabbed. I mean, the guy came up to deliver a good pop, and he probably took a good shot, but, man, Wisner just one hand shoved him to the turf like it was nothing. So 2nd and 4 in the same. Oh, he broke that tackle again. Now, the linebacker for the Tigers that we just put to the turf came up and made a pretty decent play, just couldn't bring Wisner down. But he's a pretty tough back to bring down. Let's all be honest. Now 3rd and 6. Manning drops back, fires that one over. That's a really piss-poor pass. That was a pretty bad pass right there. So it's going to be 4th and 6 now from the 42-yard line. And I think, Shipley does have a 59-yard leg. I truly believe that. But you don't win championships by field goals. We got to go for it. Manning on 4th and 6. Drops back, rolls, throws that one up, and we got humiliated and turned that ball over. That's just how we work it. But an interception, immediate interception by the defense. See, that is paired up football right there. That is complimentary football. We chingulate it. Defense covered for us. Now we got to repay that back. Manning takes off across the line and slides down at about the 10. Well, they're going to mark him down at the 11. They're going to short him a yard, I would say. But they're going to mark him down at the 11, so it's 2nd and 1 now after that 9-yard run by Manning. So we have the snap again to the left side off left guard, and not a whole lot of space. Wisner just couldn't squeeze through the gaps there, and he's brought down for no gain, but really no loss either. Just a good play by the Tiger defense. So 3rd and 1 now from the shotgun still. Manning hands that off to Wisner left side, bounces off one tackler, and then is thrown to the turf. That's pretty rough. So we got lucky with the interception by the defense after failing one 4th down conversion. I'm going to take the points. And Shipley goes boot, ball, squeeze that one into the right upright, and it is good. So now we got a 2-score ball game here. Shipley been pretty accurate all season. It does make kicking a little bit easier to deal with in that sense. Now the Tigers would come back and put up a touchdown, so we're back to 1 score, 10-7 ball game. So here we are sending Moore in motion. Manning has a snap, quick throw to Moore on the right side, and almost overran by the defender. That was an interesting RPO that they read and played pretty well. Manning 107 yards on 11 of 12 passing so far today. Now from the shotgun on a 2nd and 9. Manning has it. Blitz comes, drops off a screen pass to Baxter on the left side, following his blockers. At the 30, he's stiff-arming his way, still going at the 15, and he's pushed out soon after at the 14. C.J. Baxter with a beautiful run after the catch. Followed the blockers, let that get set up, and then just pure physicality after that. Throwing a defender to the turf, stiff-arming him to the ground in front of that kid's family and everything, embarrassing him. But Baxter don't care because that's what he does. So 1st and 10 now inside the red zone after the great screen pass by Baxter. He's staying in, handed off to him, left side hole opens up, and he's fighting forward, and Baxter is finally put down. Oh, Patrick Payton for the Tigers goes down. He's their top defender for the pass game. He's their top defensive back. It's going to be interesting to see how we can try to exploit that, knowing he's not in. He's a very physical defensive back, makes a lot of tackles, but also he was one of their top interception guys. So now from 2nd and 4, Gibson in motion, get the swing pass out to Wingo on the right side, fighting forward, and picks up about 3 yards. Gibson did a pretty decent job blocking. You'd like to see him hold it a little longer than what he did, but overall not too shabby. So 3rd and 1, Baxter's in the backfield, 2 tight ends set from the shotgun. Manning hands it to him left side. Baxter stiff arming, fighting forward, still up, and he's brought down at the 2. Ooh, that was an intense 2 yards gained on that one as he picks up the first down, so it's 1st and goal. Now in the pistol formation, 2 tight ends to the right side of the line, both receivers to the left. Manning has it, hands it off to Baxter, fighting it, finds the zone, touchdown, Longhorns. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Baxter started right, had to cut it back left, find that little zone to get through, find the little gap to shove his way into, and he's able to fit through, and that's going to give us an extension on our lead to make it a 2-score game once again. Now, key point, we had the extra point blocked, and now the Tigers got another touchdown, but we also blocked their extra point. So it's 16-13 in this really weird game as injuries makes a big catch and run down the sideline here near the end of the 2nd quarter. There's only 39 seconds left as he did get out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Starting to see a little motif there. Jack Indries comes up with the big play. He's done that for us all season. I mean, this one he was really wide open, and that's just because the Tigers brought basically their little jailbreak blitz, essentially, or whatever you want to call it, casino blitz, all-out blitz, whatever. That's what they brought, and it was a good job by Manning to be able to find it, but the blocking also held up pretty decently. So Manning now 16 of 20 for 192 yards. Nussmeier 15 of 23 for 192 yards. Both guys got 1 touchdown. So 1st and 10. Manning claps his hands. Quick throw to Wingo on the left side. He's got space. He's got an opening. 10-5. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Ryan Wingo on the RPO. Little swing pass there. And that's what I said earlier. If he can get that extra step, just be just enough outside, he's going to be able to take it. And great blocking by Mosley and by Moore down the field. And then it was just Wingo, pure speed, into the end zone. Nobody was going to catch him there. So now we lead by 10 here in the 3rd quarter. It's 23-13. Baxter is still in the game right now. Manning has the snap, hands it off to Baxter. Hole opened up, but a great play by the defender to come from behind and make that tackle. That's the one downside to slow developing run plays is whenever you get a free rusher, man, it's hard to get any yards out of it. It's going to make it 2nd and 6. Manning fires that one over. He's going to hit Washington, turns it straight up the field, figures north and south is the best way to go instead of east and west. Manning now 253 yards and 2 touchdowns so far today. So under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Wisner back in the game. Manning has the snap, hands it off to Wisner up the middle. Big hole open up, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards. He's got 51 yards on 11 carries so far today. Perry for the Tigers has only got 17 yards on the ground so far. So 2nd and 3. Manning hands that to Wisner again. Hole opens up. He's going to be at the 10. Fighting forward and brought down at the 4-yard line. Great run there by Wisner to put us in a goal-to-go situation as it's 1st and goal. Longhorns 12 feet away from the end zone and making this thing practically a 3-score ball game if we can get a touchdown here. So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. 3 wide. Mosley in the slot left. Manning claps his hands, hands it off to Wisner, and he's going to be hit and stood up. There wasn't really much going on that one, to be honest with you. Maybe he could have gotten out to the left a little bit more, but I really think that hole would have closed up, and we wouldn't have seen any different result, except for maybe more lost yards. Now on 2nd and goal, get the RPO out to Wingo again, fighting, stiff arming, and then brought down by 2 LSU defenders at the 5-yard line. He'll actually basically lose a yard on that one. Gibson just could not get out in time to make his block. He's got pretty decent speed, but he just couldn't get out in time to make that block, which is really what allowed both defenders to collide in on Wingo at that time. So 3rd and goal from the shotgun. 2 tight ends to the left side, 2 receivers on the right. As the snap drops off a screen pass to Wisner, goes forward, and Wisner punches it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. They brought the blitz on us, which meant there was not enough people there to stop that screenplay from getting that 5 yards. We were going to get the 5 yards no matter what. And Wisner has a great instinct to get into the end zone, and he punches that one in. So you see, they did get to us right as we got to the goal line, but it just wasn't enough. This was not enough. So now LSU adds on a field goal, so it's 30-16. It's a 2-touchdown game right now, 14 points. As we are here in the 4th quarter, about 13 minutes remaining. Wisner stayed in so far. He's got 94 yards and the 1 touchdown from earlier on the ground on 16 carries. We're going I formation, 2 tight ends to the right. Manning under center, has the snap, hands it to Wisner left side, and he picks up a good about 7-yard gain. A pretty good run right there. I think our fullback kind of bailed on the gap a little too quick to go block somebody, but, overall still 7 yards is 7 yards. I'll take it. So 3rd and 3. Manning claps his hands, get it to Wisner again. Big hole opens up, and Wisner punches through to the 30-yard line this time. And we are just starting to wear them down. Run it right at them, running around them, RPO them. They're not knowing what's hitting them right now. They just don't know. So 11 and a half minutes to go in the ball game from the shotgun. It's going to be an option handoff to Wisner. He almost got through that one. Woo! Possibly a touchdown-saving tackle by the Tiger defense. Came up from behind him and was able to sling him down to the turf. So 2nd and 8. 3 receivers to the left side. Wisner in the backfield. Man at the snap, hands off to Wisner. Not a whole lot of space available. I was hoping something could open up between the blockers there, but nothing ever really did. I mean, the linebacker was either going to go in the open gap where we were, or he followed us to the blockers and was able to bring us down. So 3rd and 7. Baxter in motion, has the snap. He drops off the pass to Moore going across the field at the 10-yard line. Stiff arming his way forward, pushed out of bounds at the 5. DeAndre Moore makes his 7th catch of the day. He's got 66 yards in total. Great play by Moore to get us in another goal-to-go situation. We've been pretty successful in these up to this point of the game so far. We need to maintain it. We have a 14-point lead. And in college football, 14 points can disappear in a quarter real quick. So we have to keep the pressure on. And a really good throw. Good job by Manning to make space between him and the defenders. Be able to get that pass off easily. So 1st and goal from the 5 now. We're going to come out in a full house formation. Just two running backs and the 2 receivers to the left side. Gibson in motion. Manning has the snap. RPO, and he hands it off to Baxter. Nowhere to go. That was well played by the LSU defense. There were multiple defenders going after Gibson and then even more going after Baxter. That was going to happen. So 2nd and goal from the 7. Manning has the snap, drops off a screen pass once again. Baxter following his blockers and walks it in untouched. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. C.J. Baxter puts us up by 3 scores on that touchdown run. He got to the screen pass and then boom, just took off. And beautiful job following his blocks. Like, that was just a phenomenal job by the lineman. So here comes the Tigers on their offense. They got one chance pretty much. There's under 4 minutes to play in the game. We lead by 21 points. As they get a pass off and that's complete, and we finally bring them down at the 40-yard line. Tigers are going to move quick from here, but they have to get a score or else this game's pretty much done. 1st and 10, Nussmeier alone in the backfield in the shotgun, has the snap in hand, throws it to the left side. It is going to be caught on the boundary as he blasted out of bounds real quick. Oof, that one looked like it hurt. So 2nd and 3. 4 wide from the shotgun. Nussmeier has it in his hand, fires over the middle, nowhere. No one even really near that ball to catch it. It does fall incomplete. So 3rd and 3 now. Pointing out some intricacies of the defense, Nussmeier making changes before the snap. has it in his hands. Blitz comes. Rolls out to his left side. He's sacked by Simmons. Rolls right into Simmons' hands. That's a dangerous guy to have to run into on the field. But, man, Nussmeier did it. So 4th and 12. 3 minutes remaining. Deep throw to the right side. Goes up for it, and it's incomplete. It is incomplete, and that is how this thing is going to finish. We are pretty much going to put it out. We're going to take the ball. We will have to give them one more shot at it, which they do score a touchdown, but there's only mere seconds left in the game at that point. So they did get 23, so it looks worse. The score is 37-23. It looks worse than what it was, or better than what it was. It was truly a 21-point victory. So overall, great performance by our offense. That's how you want to be going in to a playoff setting, because we are number 1 in the country. We just won our conference championship. So I will not expect us to be number 1, and it's going to be interesting to see where we finish off in the playoff as the playoffs begin. Now, I do want to remind everybody, as we see that Ryan Wingo is breaking records for the Longhorns in touchdowns, I do want to remind you to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. All right, now if y'all did like today's video, definitely give us a thumbs up. It does really help out the channel, and I truly appreciate everything y'all do for us here at Champ & Sons Gaming. And as always, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of all the Champ & Sons content. Now, Sark is going to get the Bear Bryant Award for Coach of the Year. All right. Cade Klubnik, you bastard. He takes the 4,700 passing yards and 42 touchdowns. I'll give you the Heisman at that point. Yeah. Well done. Wisner gets the Doak Walker at 1,250 yards and on 265 carries. What a season he has so far. Jack Indries picks up the John Mackey Award for tight ends. 619 yards in total, but his impact was way more important in a game-to-game situation. So those are the awards we got. Here's how the playoff bracket looks, as we will jump into the playoffs in the next episode, everybody, where we will either take on BYU or Ohio State. Should be an interesting one, so stay tuned for that, and I will see y'all in that episode. So as always, everybody stay safe, and, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.